Hey man, shout out to the I.S.U.P.K and the Commander General YAHANNA, where the best rappers reside. Hopping out one west. I just want to be mentioned among the best. Whether it's top 10, top 5, or top 3, as long as you mention me. Let's go. Aim, shoot, reset, reload. Aim, shoot, reset, reload. Aim, shoot, reset, reload. Reset, reload. Shooting like free throws. Aim, shoot, reset, reload. Aim, shoot, reset, reload. Aim, shoot, reset, reload, reset, reload, shooting like free throws. I got a lot of guns, yeah, I keep an arsenal. Bullets fly right by your head like a cardinal. The way I aim, shoot, aim is remarkable. Brains out the scalp, hanging out like a partial do. Get your head laced, I ain't talking about a wig. And don't talk about smoking unless you talking about the cig. I ain't talking about a Newport, I'm talking about the barrel. Only path that my bullets go is a straight narrow. Aim, shoot, can't forget to reload. I hate swimming with the fishes like Nemo. This big 4-4, a bullet like Debo. And the Canic Brown, I call that bitch Nino. The Glock ain't got a safety, that motherfucker psycho. Fuck around, hit you by mistake like a typo. Hopping out one west in case you're sleeping on me. And you ain't gotta worry, cause you know I keep it on me. As I aim, shoot, reset, reload. Aim, shoot, reset, reload. Aim, shoot, reset, reload, reset, reload, shooting like free throws. Aim, shoot, reset, reload. Aim, shoot, reset, reload. Aim, shoot, reset, reload, reset, reload, shooting like free throws. This AK to go, I call this bitch Michael. It got a lot of versions, but my favorite is the micro. Hits you in your stomach, lose weight like lipo. Hits you in your brain, watch it drain, there your life go. Cold word, Geico, better have insurance. And 100-round drum mean the gun got endurance. Got a Springfield XD, it's a 4.5, showing out for social media. Watch it go live, got my first gun, a high point, back in 05. Some says trash when you ask, they don't know why. Had a situation, couple niggas ran down on me. Let's just say that motherfucker never jammed on me. I love guns, yeah, they come and they go away. If it ain't in your name, it's a throwaway. MP5 down your whole block, watch me air it. If you had a bad day, this AR will lift your spirit. When I aim, shoot, reset, reload. Aim, shoot, reset, reload. Aim, shoot, reset, reload, reset, reload, shooting like free throws. Aim, shoot, reset, reload. Aim, shoot, reset, reload. Aim, shoot, reset, reload, reset, reload, shooting like free throws.
We good to go? Hey, clap it up, Israel. This is the I.S.U.P.K Tuesday night Brotherhood class. I.S.U.P.K Houston start out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, where we are led by Commanding General YAHANNA. He is the only leader for all Israel. You understand? Man, give it up for black people. You know what I'm saying? Give it up. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Man, the spirit of brotherhood is definitely moving in the earth. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the water, please. Appreciate that. Definitely moving in the earth, man. As we've seen this weekend, the riverboat incident in Alabama, well, we seen where oppressors try to jump on a brother, and black people came out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? They assembled themselves together, you know what I'm saying, and helped their brother out. It was a remarkable event. And why it's so special? Because usually when those situations happen, black people, we just sit and watch. We just film it. You understand? And we let our brother get stomped on, or sometimes let our brothers die. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? It's a new spirit in the earth. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean to, toot our horn, but that spirit comes out of I.S.U.P.K. You know what I'm saying? That spirit of black people standing up, black men coming to the forefront, being the defenders of their brothers and their sisters, man, that comes straight out here. And we've been teaching that since 1969. You understand? That goes directly against the teachings of the Christian church. You know what I'm saying? Like most of the black people I seen enjoyed that. You know what I'm saying? They was clapping, cheering them brothers on. But you got those, you know, a few brothers who saw that and were like, man, y'all was wrong for jumping on them white people like that. You know what I'm saying? And that comes from the spirit of Christianity. Every decision that the majority of our people make, especially people outside these walls, is guided by Christianity. The way you live your life, the food you eat, the clothes you wear, the people you deal with, all that comes from Christianity. Your thought process comes from what? Young man Ignite?
Christianity.
I'll just make sure you was with it. Give that brother a hand. That was a good answer. He was here. All that comes from Christianity. You know what I'm saying? The way you treat your kids, the way you treat your husband or your wife, everything. We are molded by the religion of our oppressor. We're molded by the religion that puts us as second-class citizens. You understand? But after this past weekend, no more. We moved to the forefront. And especially when it comes to putting us first. And I'm just going to give a quick scripture on that, then we're going to go into our topic. Give me Zephaniah 2:1. Ron, you give me Romans 12:9. We got young man Nike and Officer Rum, 1,000 Rum in the building. Now get them brothers a hand, you know what I'm saying? The 2 was 18. Go ahead, Doc.
This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together.
Do what?
Gather yourselves together.
Isn't that not what them brothers did?
Gather yourselves together.
Them brothers came, once they saw that other white man come and jump in, Avengers assemble. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was. They gathered themselves together. You know what I'm saying? Because they saw a brother in need. Man, look, call it brother Aquaman. A brother dove into the water. Why? Because he had compassion for his brother. You know what I'm saying? He's the first nigga in history to swim to a fight. You know what I'm saying? That comes from compassion. That same compassion that those white people had for each other and jumped that brother, we got to have that too for each other. Keep reading.
Yeah, gather yourselves together, O nation not desired.
Yes, sir. We are not desired. You know what I'm saying? And they turned their anger toward that black brother because why? We not desired. They, you know, nigga, who are you to tell us to move our boat? You understand? They took their anger out on him. And when that happens, man, the only cure for a white man's anger is brotherhood. With hands. You know what I'm saying? Only cure for a white man anger is brotherhood. With hands. Man, get the sisters a hand too. Let me tell y'all something. I watched that video like 100 times. You had sisters. Anything that wasn't black that moved in that area, them sisters was tagging it. Bing, 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 bing. Tagging it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we came together. And I know I'm not speaking about the violence aspect of it. Just the fact that we came together and avoided one of our brothers getting stumped out. You know what I'm saying? Give me you ready, Ron? Romans 12?
This is the book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 9. Let love be without dissimulation. Abhor that which is evil. Cleave to that which is good.
That's right. That's gonna be the subject of the lesson today. Like, we got to get away from this evil world and grasp what's good. Right. And what's good for Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, that's true. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Verse 10. Be kindly affectioned to one to another.
Be what?
Be kindly affectioned one to another.
They saw that brother getting jumped. That brother dove into the water. Keep going.
With brotherly love.
With what?
With brotherly love.
That's why he did it. He dove into that water for what?
With brotherly love.
Brotherly love, man. That's the brotherhood. That's the weapon. You know what I'm saying? And when he got to the other side, he ain't do no talking. I saw he put the rock bottom on somebody. Right, you know what I'm saying? He went straight to work. Because why? Because of what?
brotherly love.
Man, get the Lord a hand. You know what I'm saying? That's the spirit we supposed to have as a people. Keep going.
Verse 11.
Verse 10. Finish verse 10.
In honor, preferring one another.
This is a special part of this scripture. And then what?
In honor, preferring one another.
I prefer blacks and Hispanics and Native Indians, First Americans, as they like to be called, before anybody else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't have white friends. I don't have time to give you my love when my brother needs my love.
Right.
I don't have that time to give you my energy when my people need my energy. You know what I'm saying? That's because I prefer my brothers, my sisters over everybody else. It's really not no preferring, because I only deal with my people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I only deal with blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. And to be honest with you, I had to be taught that. Because why? Before I got here, my mind was washed in Christianity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Where I loved other people more than those I should have been given compassion to. Right. But when I came to I.S.U.P.K. on the Commander Journey YAHANNA, he showed me how to direct my love and who to give it to. You know what I'm saying? At first my love was going to everybody, but now it's directed. You know what I'm saying? And it made me a better person. To now, anywhere I go, I make sure black and brown people know that I love them.
Right.
I go and speak to them, strangers. You know what I'm saying? Today, going to Subway, getting a delicious salad, by the way. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing my salad thing. You know what I'm saying? They are delicious. Brother was coming out. Hey, what's up, big bro? You know what I'm saying? Once I said that opened the whole gate to a whole conversation. And they asked me how I'm doing today. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to get back to not hating and fearing one another, to showing brotherly love to one another, preferring one another. Come on now.
And what you're saying is heavy because, you know, like you said, that video made everybody smile inside.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? For every punch, every kick, and every swing of the chair, you know what I'm saying? The reason why that was because the Most High allowed them to remember who their enemies was.
That's
who
right.
Our enemies were. You know what I'm saying? So that would, that's a good thing to, in that instance, for us to, come together. Right. And it should be like that from here on out, but it's going to be a struggle. You know what I'm saying?
No, you're right. You're right. You know what I'm saying? And at that time, we all had a common enemy. Right. When you have a common enemy, here come the Hulk. Here come Iron Man. You know what I'm saying? The Avengers, they all going to team up now because we have a common enemy to fight. And that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? But it all starts with having compassion and brotherly love for the person who looks just like you. You know what I'm saying? Black and brown people. One more precept on this subject. Give me Psalms 137.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 137, verse 5. If I forget thee, O Jerusalem, let my right hand forget her cunning.
That's right. If I forget thee, O Jerusalem. When you read the scripture, you think it's talking about the land, but it's always talking about the people. If I forget my brothers and my sisters, let what now?
Let my right hand forget her cunning.
What that mean, young man? If I forget Jerusalem, my people, let my right hand forget her cunning.
If he forget about his people, he don't even want to remember how to do anything. He don't even want to remember how to survive.
We'll take that. Get a brother hand. You know what I'm saying? If he forget his people, let his right. We do a lot with our right hand. We fight, eat. You know what I'm saying? Work. All that comes from our right hand. Our right hand. He said if he ever forgets his people, let his right hand be no good. He don't even need it. Keep going.
Verse 6. If I do not remember thee, let my tongue cleave to the roof of my mouth.
If he do not remember his people, let his tongue cleave to the roof of his mouth. What happens when your tongue cleaves to the roof of your mouth?
You can't talk.
You can't talk. If he forget to love his people, he'd rather go mute. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Colonel Wakan. If I prefer not Jerusalem above my chief joy.
If I do what?
If I prefer not Jerusalem above my chief joy.
Let these things happen to me if I don't put my people as my chief joy. What if all black and brown people had this spirit? We would raise a powerful nation, man, if we put our brothers and sisters before anything that we love. Right. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Like, just imagine if all the rich, like all the brothers that did make it out, instead of putting their money into flex, and they put it back into the community.
And good point. The reason why they made it out, because their people is not their chief joy. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would leave the neighborhood, leave your people to go live amongst heathens. Like, black people in Houston run to Pearland once they get a couple dollars in their pocket. Right. To go live next to white people and Arabs. When the hood itself is literally the safest place for you. It's the most welcoming place for you. Because in Pearland, if something happens, you can get blamed first. You can get pulled up by the laws trying to get to your house. It's going to happen. Go ahead, Doc.
And it'd be a lot of, like, most of the time when they do make it out, it'd be because of their own people. Like, when rappers make a song or something, it'd be black people supporting a black rapper.
Good point. You know what I'm saying? We've been brainwashed thinking that the grass is greener on the other side. You know what I'm saying? And just to show you what's crazy, those other people come to our side of the fence. When we get the popping, everything we do over here, once it pops, they're going to come and take it. They're going to come and take it and put it on their end. You know what I'm saying? So we got to remember that just to love your people, man. Love each other. Brotherly love. Prefer one another before you love those other nations, man. You know what I'm saying? And if you do that, that'll make you want to dive into an ocean and swim across the ocean to fight for your brother. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's get into the lesson. The world as it is right now is going into chaos, and it's not going to get better. You can remember a time when you were younger when you like, man, it wasn't that bad. But through the years, if you've gotten older, you've seen the world the world itself is hell. You know what I'm saying? You ever seen movies of hell, and there's all type of things going on in hell? You look one way, you see somebody getting murdered, and you look other way, somebody fornicating, doing all type of evil stuff. That's America now. You know what I'm saying? That's the world we live in now. And what we have to do as a people, we have to separate ourselves from this place. We literally have to come into the UPK and live in a bubble. The only thing about that is, us in the UPK in the bubble, we know what's going on more in the world than those in the world. And we're in the bubble. You know what I'm saying? From our scriptures, our history, and our prophecies, we know what's going to happen out there. Right. Go ahead.
Like, it's the fact that, what's the thing when they raise the price on everything?
Inflation?
Yeah, and I feel like inflation really opened a lot of black people's eyes to see the truth. Because now that you got to pay more for something, but you don't get paid enough from your job, they starting to see the things that the oppressed have been trying to hide.
Right. Good point. And, you know, sometimes some brothers got work down there 2 hours so they can even get enough money to buy milk and bread. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, this place is not for, and because of that, you have to gather yourself with your people. Brotherhood is our only cure for, you know, inflation. People not being able to afford this and afford that. You got to have your brotherhood. You got to have your family. Come on.
And then on top of that, a lot of jobs got stricter on their employees, so now they expect a lot more from you. Tell
you something. The oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
Right.
You understand? But the Christian church, like, in these scriptures, it says that America is Babylon. Like, Christ is going to come and he's going to destroy this place, right? Then why does your Christian pastor send you to go vote? send you to go vote to make America better? Have you praying for America to get better? You know what I'm saying? There's a conflict of interest. Like you want Christ to come back, but yet you want to thrive in America. Here in the I.S.U.P.K, we want America to fall. We want it to fall because why? We want our king to return.
Right.
You understand? Go ahead.
In order for your pastor to be free, he got to make you their slave.
Say it again.
In order for your pastor to be free, he got to make you their slave.
Yeah, I mean, he's a slave too. Right. Think about it. He's fighting to be a second-class citizen when he can just follow the law and be first. Be a first-class and join his people and be first. Usher in your kingdom and be first and rule. Put a crown on your head. But you rather be a second-class citizen trying to be under the so-called oppressor. And that comes from lust behind what the oppressor has. You want what he has. You want the life he lives. You know what I'm saying? Which basically what a Christian pastor is a black man trying to live the life of a white man. Right. You know what I'm saying? Give me Revelations 18:2. Come on with it. 18:2.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 18, verse 2. He cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon, the great is fallen.
The who?
Babylon, the great is fallen.
Come on.
It's fallen and has become the habitation of devils.
Babylon was what?
Fallen.
And become what?
The habitation of devils.
Babylon is the habitation of devils. Devils freely live in Babylon. You know what I'm saying? To be a devil, you gotta, to be a devil, in Babylon, you have your habitat made. It's how you live and where you live. You know what I'm saying? America has become the habitat of a devil. You can just look outside and see the type of lifestyle a devil wants to live. The devil wants to be homosexuals. They want to be trans. Everything got pork in it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody unclean. Keep going.
And the hold of every foul spirit.
And the what?
And the hold of every foul spirit.
Every foul spirit you can think of is in America. You got women marrying horses, marrying trees, marrying themselves. You know what I'm saying? You got men who want to go into the restroom with little girls. Come on.
And the cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
And the what?
Cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
And the cage of every unclean and hateful bird. Everything you can think of that's unclean or hateful, anything that's against the Most High, America promotes it. They push that. They push it. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
It's like if I make us what you're saying is heavy. You know what I'm saying? I can't think of the person or the group that made this quote that said, find the group of people that you can't talk about, and those are the ones that rule that country or rule the world. It used to be the Jewish man. Like you couldn't say anything about the Jewish man or it'll be called anti-Semitic. Now, if you say anything about alternative lifestyle, and here's the word I had to use, and alternative lifestyle, people that live that lifestyle, we can't even say the terms that they actually are now.
Right.
Those are the people that rule the world now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's an abomination according to the Most High.
That's right. And
you know,
that's the land we live in.
Right.
This is the land that Christian church wants to pray to get better. It will not get better. It's only gonna get worse and worse. You know what I'm saying? And your Christian pastor, he's using you. He used you to get Obama in there, remember?
Right.
Like black people, it was a historical numbers of black people voting to get Obama in office. Obama didn't do not one thing for black people, but you know what he did do?
Legalize gay marriage.
Let me tell you something. You can't find a TV show without a homosexual after Obama got in office. You can't even enjoy TV no more. Obama pushed America's being Babylon. He pushed it. Give me Romans 1:22, Ron. Give me Job 9:24.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 1, verse 22. Professing themselves to be wise, they became fools.
They became what?
They became fools.
I'll tell you something, man. When you go against what the Lord has ordained, you become a what?
Fool.
Keep going.
Verse 23. And changed the glory of the uncorruptible God into an image made like unto corruptible man.
Right. That's crazy right there. You done took the Most High, and now he look like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Christianity and just destroyed the image and the reputation of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? At least they tried to. Go ahead.
And to birds, and to four-footed beasts, and creeping things. Verse 24. Wherefore God also gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves.
Good night. They dishonor their own bodies. Clipping this and doing that, you know what I'm saying? That's the theme of America right now. Go ahead.
Who changed the truth of God into a lie, and worship and serve the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen.
Right. Our oppressor did that. He changed the truth of God into a liar, man. You know what I'm saying? Instead of following what the Lord laid down, he told black people, look, you can have a personal relationship with Christ.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Where you can do whatever you want because it's in your heart. And Christ's going to forgive you. He changed the truth into a lie. Come on.
Verse 26. For this cause, God gave them up unto vile affections.
Right.
For even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature.
Right. I mean, the women here, they all want to be young men.
Right.
Come on.
And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burn in their lust one toward another.
Good night. I'm tell you something. These young men who's transitioning, you know what I'm saying? They are as aggressive more than ever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like they want to be in everything. They want to be in your restroom. They want to be in your basketball. They want to be in your boxing ring. You know what I'm saying? Like right. The earth is being flipped upside down because why? This is the spirit of Babylon, the spirit of the oppressor. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Come on.
I feel like they know women got the power right now, so that's why they trying to be one.
They know what?
Women got the power right now, so they trying to be one.
That's an illusion. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Women, the power that the America makes women think they have is an illusion, and it only hurts them in the long run. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, you got black men and black women so divided, fighting every goddamn day. Why? Because of the illusion of the power that they think they have from the so-called white man.
Right.
Our women chose power over having men in the house with them. And look at black people today. Destroyed. That buying a strong man, they helped them buying the strong man up.
Right.
Put the strong man out the house, locked us up. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you something. The devil the Bible speaks of. You think it's power, but it's an illusion. It's fool's gold. Keep going.
Men with men working that which is unseemly and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error which was meet.
Come on.
Verse 28. And even as they did not like to retain God in their knowledge, God gave them over to a reprobate mind to do those things which are not convenient. 29. Being filled with all unrighteousness. Unrighteousness.
Babylon.
Fornication.
Babylon.
Wickedness.
Babylon.
Covetousness.
Babylon.
Maliciousness.
Babylon.
Full of envy.
Babylon.
Murder.
Babylon.
Debate. Deceit.
Come on.
Malignity.
Come on.
Whisperers. Backbiters. Haters of God.
Babylon.
Despiteful. Proud. Boasters. Inventors of evil things.
Babylon.
Disobedient to parents.
Come on.
Verse 31. Without understanding. Covenant breakers. Without natural affection. Implacable. Unmerciful. Verse 32. Who knowing the judgment of God, that they which commit such things are worthy of death. Not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them.
Right. They know these things are against the Lord, and the punishment for doing those things is death. But they take pleasure in doing them. Why? Because it's the law of the land. Babylon. You understand? Give me Job 9:24. We're gonna see why the earth is in the shape it's in.
This is the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
To who?
Into the hand of the wicked.
The earth was given into the hands of the wicked. Come on.
He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
He covered what?
The faces of the judges thereof.
He covered the faces of the true rulers of the earth, the true judges.
Right.
Israelites. He covered their faces. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
If not, where and who is he?
This is a rhetorical question. Read it again.
If not, where and who is he?
If the oppressor ain't the devil, then who is? If the white man's like, if the oppressor ain't the devil, then who is? The scripture says that the animals know who the devil is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the world we live in because a wicked people is ruling it. You know what I'm saying? Give me
like if I may, I got a precept for that too.
Come on.
For both previous scriptures.
Go ahead.
This Isaiah chapter 5 verse 20. Woe unto them, woe means destruction.
Right.
Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil. Oh, Salakia, sir.
I got there yet. He just
Salakia,
sir. Nah, it's Brotherhood. Go ahead. It's Brotherhood. I prefer you to read that scripture. Go ahead. Are you good?
And good evil.
Right.
That put darkness before light and light before darkness.
That's right.
That put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter.
Get that brother hand. That was a good precept. You know what I'm saying? Woe to those who love to do evil, man. Who hate what the Lord laid down and choose the opposite, man. Great destruction is coming to those that do that. And America thrives on that. Thrives on doing what the Lord said not to do. America runs on that fuel. You know what I'm saying? Give me Proverbs 29 and 16.
Kind what kind?
Oh, shit.
You got it out?
I want to read it.
I'll read it.
Go ahead, read it out.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 16. When the wicked are multiplied.
When the what?
When the wicked are multiplied, transgression increaseth.
What increase?
Transgression.
Come on.
But the righteous shall see their fall.
Most High in Christ, man. This wicked world is ruled by wicked people. And that's the transgression that you see every time you go out your door or turn the TV on. But it's going to come a day when our King returns, we're going to see those wicked people fall. You understand? They're going to fall and our kingdom is going to get raised up. Give me Malachi 1 and 2, Ron, and young man, Knight. Give me Proverbs 3 and 31.
Wakan. This is the book of Malachi, chapter 1, verse 2. I have loved you, saith the Lord. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us?
Tell y'all something. That is, boy, niggas. That is black people right there.
Right.
The Lord say he loves us. We ask, well, what the love that then? You know what I'm saying? Like, we question the Lord. Come on.
Right. Wakan. Was not Esau Jacob's brother? Saith the Lord, yet I love Jacob. Verse 3, and I hated Esau.
And I what?
And I hated Esau.
I'll tell you something, man. Black and brown people, the Lord loves you, man. The Lord who controls all history, as the Zondervan Bible Dictionary says, he controls all history. He loves you and you only. You are special to him. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
And laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness.
That's right. Come on.
Verse 4. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished.
We are what?
Impoverished.
When them devils came out those mountains, they said what?
We are impoverished.
Come on.
But we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts. They shall build.
They shall what?
They shall build.
Come on.
but I will throw down.
That's right. They're going to build their kingdom up. You know what I'm saying? The Lord said he's going to do what to them?
Throw down.
He's going to throw it down, man. America, what, it's almost 250 years old? Right? Revelation says the Lord is going to destroy America, Babylon, in 1 hour. 250 years to create and make, and the Lord is going to do it in 1 hour.
Right.
Why y'all gathering all this army for? You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy how our people, we want this place to build and be stronger when the Lord has something greater for us planned. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
And they shall call them the border of wickedness.
The what?
The border of wickedness.
I'll tell you something. These so-called oppressors, they are the border of wickedness. All wickedness starts with them. Come on.
And the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever.
And whom the people of the Lord have indignation forever. What does the word indignation mean?
Can't use it in a sentence.
And whom the people and whom the Lord have indignation in forever.
Indignation means to anger or annoyance provoked by what is perceived as unfair treatment.
The Lord have a great anger against these people forever. You understand? All right. Give me that Proverbs 3:31, because this is where our problem mostly comes from. When we want to attach ourselves to these other nations, it starts with lust. Lusting after what these other nations have. Their houses, their cars, their women. You know what I'm saying? We want those things, and we put down our culture for those things. Keep going. Go ahead, read Proverbs 3:31.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 31. Envy thou not the oppressor.
Do what?
Envy thou not the oppressor.
Do not envy the oppressor, man. There's nothing that you can be jealous that he has. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
And choose none of his ways.
And do what?
Choose none of his ways.
Choose none of his ways. But it's when we start choosing his ways, it stems from the lust that we have. Go ahead.
I was going to ask, do you think the American dream is a selfish dream?
Yes, it is. And it's not real. There's no such thing as American dream. Right. That's a pump fake that they get us with. You know what a pump fake is? I'm asking. It's in basketball, when you think somebody gonna shoot, but they don't shoot, they just do this here and make you jump, then go around you. That's a pump fake. And that's what America treats us. We think they're gonna shoot it, and we try to jump real high to block it, but we jump up and they just go right around us. And it's a game. A repeating game. Yeah, you got a few Negroes who make it. Then that's when they throw that pump. Well, you can be like them. You can be like them. When you go out there and try to be like them, you fail. You understand? What you should do is deal with your own people. Keep that love in-house. Like anything that we do for America, America builds off of it. America's #1 export is Black and Hispanic people. Go ahead.
One thing that I noticed, like the oppressors, they come together with a business, but our like Israelites, they have their individual like businesses. They don't work together with their companies.
Well, it's a reason for that. That's what we've been taught in slavery. Like our so-called oppressor, he hates other white people. He do. Right. But he knows when it's time to be Confederate. He knows when it's time to come together. But we've been taught since slavery, don't trust that nigga over there. Right. You know what I'm saying? And that same spirit is in the Christian church. Everybody in church hate each other. Every Black person in Christian church hate. Sisters hate when another sister wear the same dress. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's pastor sleeping, trying to sleep with your wife. If you ain't sleeping with your wife, you're trying to touch your kids. You know what I'm saying? The Catholic Church, good night. The Hispanic people go through it. You know what I'm saying? Keep going. Oh, Salakia, and choose none of his ways. Give me 1 Maccabees 1:11.
This is the book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 11. And those days went there out of Israel wicked men.
What?
In those days went there out of Israel wicked men.
In those days went out wicked men. Come on.
Who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen.
With who?
Let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow.
That's the lust I was speaking about. Like the Lord said, you're the greatest people to walk the earth. But these wicked Negroes come and say, we are sad because we don't be around heathens no more. We can't enjoy their culture anymore.
Right.
Like we chose, like the Lord gave us the greatest culture a people can have. But we dropped that for a white woman.
Right.
We dropped that for an Asian woman, you know what I'm saying? Like we dropped that for the love of the other nations, which that don't benefit you at all. You know what I'm saying? These other nations caused you to serve the gods of Babylon.
Right.
Sooner or later, you're going to be in a Buddhist temple, bow on your head, you got a bald head. What's it, boy, Martin? Sunflower? You know what I'm saying? You're going to be better sunflower.
Right.
Following these other nations, man. Surely if you get I'm going to tell you something. Everybody who's in an interracial marriage, they hated what happened in Alabama.
Right.
They hated it. They hated to see niggas get a dub.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But because why? You starting to love them and what they love, and you hate what they hate. And what they hate is black and brown people. Keep going. Salaki, give me Titus 2:12. Night. I'm wrong. Give me 1 John 2:15.
This is the book of Titus, chapter 2, verse 12.
Start at 11.
This is verse 11. For the grace of God that bringeth salvation have appeared to all men. Verse 12. Teaching us that denying ungodliness and worldly lust.
And what?
And worldly lust.
And what?
And worldly lust.
And worldly lust, man. These laws, statutes, commandments teach us how to fight against the culture of our oppressor. Come on.
We should live soberly, righteously, and godly in this present world.
That's right. In this present world, man, we got to fight against the lust that's constantly pushed on us. You know what I'm saying? How do we fight against the lust of this world? You got to get in that bubble. Get in the I.S.U.P.K, in that bubble to get that protection from what's being spewed at you in this world. Right. I mean, you can't get away from it. You can't because it's everywhere. So you got to be taught how to deal with it, taught how to war with it. All right. Give me 1 John 2:15.
It's the book of 1 John chapter 2, verse 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world.
Do not love what's outside these doors, man, outside these walls. Come on.
If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him.
That's right. If you love what's outside these walls, the culture of the world, you don't love the Most High.
Right.
Come on.
Verse 16. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world.
Right. And, you know, we just got out of Pride Month. You know what I'm saying? That's what's out there.
Right.
Before long, you're going to have a rod in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? You got to come in here and be taught how to war with what the oppressor puts in front of us, what the oppressor pushes on our children. You know what I'm saying? Like, homosexuals, they don't attack adults. They go for your kids. Because why? You can't create homosexuals. You have to make them through molestation, through teaching. Go ahead.
I was going to ask, do you think they get close with women so they can go out, like, so they can target that woman's child, like single mothers?
No. I mean, that could happen, but they deal with women because our women don't know that that's wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, no man is gonna chill with a man, a nigga in a dress. But to a woman, that's their best friend.
Right. They condone.
You know what I'm saying? And then eventually when they get drunk, that homosexual gonna sleep with her. Good chance he got something. He got them alphabets. You know what I'm saying? Like, or even sooner or later, he gonna put them hands on them. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm telling you something, these gay niggas be beating the brakes off these sisters.
Right.
These studs, I'm telling you something, like lesbian marriages and all that, you know what I'm saying? They fight more than anybody. Bloody fights, they go at it. Right. You know what I'm saying? Keep going. Verse 17.
I'll read it.
Kanawakan. And the world passed away, and the lust thereof. But he that doeth the will of God abideth forever.
Right. Sooner or later, them things gonna pass away. But standing in this truth, you know what I'm saying? That abideth forever. You understand? All right. Give me Ecclesiasticus 18 and 30.
Kanawakan, this is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 18, verse 30.
Give me Isaiah 56 and 10. Go ahead.
Go not after thy lusts, but refrain thyself from thine appetites.
Refrain thyself from what?
Thine appetites.
Do not go after these lusts, man. Like I know it's getting, you know, I keep saying the same thing, but you have to hear how to fight. You have to know you can't go that route. You know what I'm saying? Everything we do on this earth is taught to us. So you got to be taught how to fight. You have to be taught how to go to war with the lust of your mind. Because it all starts in your mind first. Right. You know what I'm saying? These things have to be taught, and they are taught in the bubble. Right. They are taught in the bubble. All right. Come on, Isaiah.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 56, verse 10.
And before you start, the reason why we have no direction or no hedge as a people, it starts with our leaders. Our leaders are in cahoots with our oppressor. Like the religions that we follow, our leaders get taught by the oppressor, and they feed it to us. And our religion, Christianity, it molds, it directs us in every step we take. Like I said earlier, from the foods we eat, clothes we wear, the way we think, where we live, who we love, all that comes from the false teachings of our leaders. Those wicked men that came out of Israel. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
I had a question. I was wondering, like, do you think a lot of this stems from men lacking discipline?
Discipline?
Sorry.
I mean, anytime you go against what the Lord says is a lack of discipline. Anytime you fall for your lust is a lack of discipline, but also comes from a love of your oppressor. You know what I'm saying? Like they love what the oppressor does for them. You know what I'm saying? That makes them, that sets them apart from us, that puts them here and we down here. They love that. They love to not be like them niggas down there. You know what I'm saying? So whatever the oppressor gives them, they gonna keep doing it. Because they love envying. You know how they envy at the oppressor? They love trying to be in that position. You had something? No sweat. Read that scripture for me.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 56, verse 10. His watchmen are blind.
His what?
His watchmen are blind.
And our leaders are what?
Blind.
Come on.
They are all ignorant.
They are what?
All ignorant.
They don't know nothing, man. Come on.
They are all dumb dogs.
What?
They are all dumb dogs.
Uh-huh.
They cannot bark.
What's a dog supposed to do when a dog sees danger? What's the dog supposed to do?
Alert.
Alert.
Right.
By doing what?
Barking.
Barking. But these leaders, they what?
They don't alert anyone.
They cannot bark. They can't bark. Come on.
Sleeping, lying down, loving to slumber.
Right. They are asleep on the job. When they're supposed to be directing the people to do right, to follow the Lord, they are asleep. They laying down. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Verse 11. Yeah, they are all greedy dogs, which can never have enough.
They can what?
They are all greedy dogs, which can never have enough.
What's that nigga name in Dallas, the preacher? Bald head.
TD Jakes.
TD Jakes. TD Jakes has millions of dollars. He ain't done. Right. He want more. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
One thing I thought about the other day, like false prophets, they'll tell you that all of God's laws are done away with, except the one that says you got to give 10% of your check to the church.
Forget about it. You know what I'm saying? Like right. Greedy dogs. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, that pork, that's done away with. 10% though, you know what I'm saying? I need that. They'll stop church to get their tithe money right.
Yeah, it's like it. If you missed last week's tithe, we need that too. Because I need some helicopter fuel.
Real talk. I'm telling you something. And if they don't get the amount of money they want, they're gonna send their basket around again until they get it and talk about you. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
And they are shepherds that cannot understand that they all look to their own way. Mm-hmm. Everyone for his own gain. Mm-hmm. From his quarter.
You know what I'm saying? It's all about the dollar bill with them. Instead of them preferring their brothers over everything. You know what I'm saying? Their right hand forgot his cunning. Because they forgot Israel. They forgot their people. Give me Psalms 94 and 16, Ron. And I.S.U.P.K, give me Romans 11.
This is the book of Psalm, chapter 94, verse 16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers?
Who do what?
Who will rise up for me against the evildoers?
I'll tell you something. Since 1969, I.S.U.P.K has been on the street corner saying the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
Read that again from the top.
This is Psalms chapter 94, verse 16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers?
Come on.
Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity?
Right. Who is going to stand with the Lord in the world that we live in this world that's corrupted, in this world that's full of transgression? Who is going to be? I'm telling you something, and it takes a brave soul to fight against what's outside these walls. It takes a brave soul, because you know why? You're going to be hated by everybody. Your family knows God hates Christmas and Santa Claus ain't real. But the lust they have behind it, they will hate you for it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They know rabbits don't lay eggs. But the lust that's behind it, they're going to hate you for it.
Right.
Like, do you think, like, them saying, I do it because of my family, I do it for the kids, like, them admitting that they know they wrong, but they trying to find a way around it?
That's not a way around it. That's saying that puts you in even more danger. Because one, you lying to your kids and you putting a false doctrine in your kids' mind. You know what I'm saying? When later on years come, they're gonna reject you for that. When you just told them the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a lie to get it done. Like, I run my kids. They can't tell me I'm not doing this for the kids. They do what I tell them to do. I'm telling the kids gonna go along with whatever the parents say. Go ahead,
Come on. I got a precept for that.
Come on.
Matthew chapter 10, verse 36.
Let's hear it.
I got it. Slakia, verse 37. He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me.
Come on, man.
And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me.
Forget about it. You know what I'm saying? You put them before the Lord? Come on, man.
Right.
The Father's not in you. We're in here. We put the Lord before our family. Like, us being in here, our family hates us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They would rather have us back on Sunday school and sitting on the pew at the church, but they hate us because we're here. They hate us because we chose the Lord over them. Come on.
And what's funny, they rather you still be a drug addict or weed head than what you are now.
Right.
You know, they rather you smoke that blunt before you go to church,
right,
rather than to not smoke at all and be in the truth.
right. Because one, you overcame it, you overcoming it rather makes them
Right.
feel small
Right.
because they can do it too. You know what I'm saying? It just got to be taught. You got to be taught how to fight. Come on.
Romans 11 and what verse?
Romans 11 started at verse 1. Keep on going, Ron. Give me verse 17.
Unless the Lord had been my help, my soul had almost dwelt in silence.
Right. Unless you got the Lord on your team, you ain't gonna say nothing either. You're gonna pipe down too. You ain't gonna fight unless the Lord is on your side. You know what I'm saying? We stand up because the Lord is on our side. We're not silent because the Lord is on our side. Come on now.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 11, verse 1. I say then, have God cast away his people? God forbid.
Mm-hmm.
For I also am an Israelite, of the seed of Abraham, of the tribe of Benjamin.
Right. That boy, Paul giving his pedigree. Come on.
Verse 2. God had not cast away his people, which he foreknew. What ye not what the scripture said of Elias, how he maketh intercession to God against Israel, saying, verse 3, Lord, they have killed thy prophets and digged down thine altars, and I am left alone, and they seek my life.
Right. Elias was telling the Lord, look, man, they doing us bad out here. I feel like I'm by myself. And they trying to come get me. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Verse 4. But what said the answer of God unto him?
But what the Lord said to him? Go ahead.
I have reserved to myself 7,000 men who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal. Verse 5.
Read verse 4 again.
But what said the answer of God unto him? I have reserved to myself 7,000 men who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal.
Elias said, I'm out here by myself. The Lord told him, look, I got 7,000 men who ain't bowed to their God. You know what I'm saying? You ain't alone. You ain't alone. You know what I'm saying? Like those brothers and sisters out there, you are not alone. There's brothers and sisters in the UPK who want to do thus saith the Lord. You're not alone. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Verse 5. Even so, then at this present time, also there is a remnant according to the election of grace.
Right. Even to this time, right now, man, there's a remnant of brothers and sisters who want to do thus saith the Lord. Just like back then during Elias' time, the same is now. The same that happened during Paul's time, even today. There are brothers and sisters who want to serve the Lord, who want to stand for iniquity. You know what I'm saying? Keep going. But that's it. So like, give me Amos 5:15, Ron.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 15. Hate the evil.
Do what?
Hate the evil.
Love trans people.
Hate the evil.
Love having little kids be able to transition their sex.
Hate the evil.
Love white people.
And hate the evil.
Go ahead.
And love the good.
That's right.
And establish judgment in the gate.
Come on.
It may be that the Lord God of hosts will be gracious unto the remnant of Joseph.
Man, love what the Lord set down, man. What the Lord laid down. And hate everything against it. You understand? And when you do that, your eyes will open to what's really going on in this world. It will. You'll start seeing that this is all a game by the oppressor to keep his power. Like we have to continue to stay in sin so the white man can stay in power. You understand? And it starts with him separating us. Like we know the history he's done with the black and Hispanic people, how he pitted us against each other and made us separate. But it's a new day today. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to those brothers and sisters at the riverboat coming together. You know what I'm saying? It starts right there. It starts by having compassion, brotherly joy, preferring one another. And that's the cornerstone of brotherhood. Brotherhood is the foundation of the I.S.U.P.K.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Give me Ezekiel 11:16. And this scripture is going to explain that bubble I was speaking about.
This is the book of Ezekiel.
Before you go, give me the definition for sanctuary. Hit it.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 11, verse 16. Therefore say, thus saith the Lord God, although I have cast them far off among the heathen.
Although we are cast out among these different people, different cultures of people, different nations, you know what I'm saying? Come on.
And although I have scattered them among the countries, yet will I be to them as a little sanctuary.
As a what?
As a little sanctuary.
The I.S.U.P.K. is what?
A little sanctuary.
The home of the truth is what?
A little sanctuary.
Under command and journey YAHANNA is what?
A little sanctuary.
Come on.
In the countries where they shall come.
The I.S.U.P.K. is that bubble I was talking about earlier. That bubble, what's the definition of sanctuary?
The definition of sanctuary, a place of safety.
A place of what?
Safety.
Come on. Is that it?
Or refugee.
I'll take that, refuge. The I.S.U.P.K. is a place of what?
Safety.
It's a place of safety. It's the bubble that protects us from what's outside these walls. You know what I'm saying? Like trans women don't come in here. Trans men, what you want to call them? You know what I'm saying? Oppressors don't come in here. In this bubble that we have, we know more about what's going on in the outside world than those on the outside. And in this bubble, we prefer one another. In this bubble, there is brotherly love. You understand what I'm saying? In this bubble, we have compassion for one another. And that's what being in the home of truth is. Like, damn, those brothers that help the other brother who's getting jumped, that's our weapon. And I'm not saying with the violence, but just coming together, that's our greatest weapon we have. And with that, I'm going to turn the class over to Priest and Officer Rum, Officer 1000 Rum.
Colonel Wakhan. We're just checking to make sure we don't have no questions online.
No sweat, come on with it. Go ahead. Go ahead, turn it.
I.S.U.P.K. security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K. Started out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother or sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months.
Yeah, what?
They are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to her brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, out of the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, and Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10, means 10th in the Hebrew, Mayasharah, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations is the memorial blowing of trumpets, which is the first day of the 7th month, which is Friday, September 15th, 2023. And it comes out of the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 24 through 25. If anyone wants to become a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, headband, or a scarf. And these are the security announcements. All right, we're going to give a courteous salute to the teacher, then the sisters, men of Israel, Bajim Shabbat, Bajim, Barak, YAHANNA, Shem Yahshua Barakatah, Yak Matah, Saul, Bless your sisters. Men of Israel. Body Shabbat. Body. Rock.
Yahweh Shemar Ba'Shem Yahushua.
Judgment time. Dismissed.